It's easy to believe that if a little bit of something is good, more must be better. This assumption is especially common with dietary supplements that are rooted in natural compounds like turmeric, green tea extract, or even vitamins and minerals. But the truth is far more complicated. Dose matters tremendously. Many supplements that offer real benefits at modest or food-based levels can become dangerous, even toxic, when taken in high or concentrated doses over time. This isn't just a theoretical risk. It's a reality seen in hospitals and clinics, where seemingly healthy individuals present with liver damage, heart problems, or other serious complications after chronic use of products they believe to be safe because they were natural or plant-based. Turmeric is a prime example of this phenomenon. In culinary amounts, turmeric may support healthy inflammation levels and provide antioxidant benefits. But in supplement form, especially when concentrated and combined with bioavailability enhancers like piperine, black pepper extract, curcumin levels can reach pharmacological intensities that the body is not prepared to handle. Several published case reports and pharmacovigilance datasets have documented liver injury directly linked to turmeric supplements, particularly in people who consumed multiple capsules per day. The mechanism is not always clear. It may involve individual metabolism, drug interactions, or immune responses, but the pattern is consistent enough that regulatory authorities in countries like Italy and France have issued warnings about turmeric-induced hepatotoxicity. While such cases are still rare, they are not negligible, and they tend to be severe when they do occur. The damage is even more concerning because turmeric can silently interact with medications such as anticoagulants, amplifying their effects and potentially leading to bleeding events. Green tea extract, another widely used supplement, poses a similar dose-related danger. Drinking green tea as a beverage is generally harmless and even health-promoting, thanks to the presence of polyphenol like EGCG. But when green tea is taken as a concentrated extract, as found in many fat-burning, energy-enhancing, or antioxidant blends, the dose of EGCG can reach hundreds of milligrams per serving. At this level, the liver becomes especially vulnerable. Unlike the steady, small exposure from sipping brewed tea, supplements deliver a surge of catechins that the liver must rapidly process. This has led to numerous cases of green tea-associated liver injury, with symptoms ranging from fatigue and dark urine to acute hepatitis and, in the worst cases, liver failure requiring transplantation. Some individuals may be genetically predisposed to metabolize these compounds poorly, making them more vulnerable to damage even at lower doses. Others may unknowingly combine green tea extract with other hepatotoxic substances, compounding the risk. Even red yeast rice, often marketed as a safer alternative to prescription statins, shows how dose and bioactive concentration can convert a helpful supplement into a hazardous one. Its active ingredient, monocolin K, is chemically identical to levastatin. When taken in small, food-like amounts, the risk may be minimal. But many over-the-counter red yeast rice products deliver monocolin K in pharmacological doses, often without labeling it as such. The lack of dose standardization across brands makes it difficult to predict safety or interactions. Just like prescription statins, red yeast rice can cause muscle pain, weakness, and liver enzyme elevation, especially in individuals taking other medications that affect liver metabolism. What makes it riskier is the false assumption that it's not a drug and therefore doesn't need medical monitoring, when in reality, it acts exactly like one. The problem is not limited to these three examples. High doses of vitamin A, vitamin E, selenium, or even zinc, all essential nutrients in appropriate amounts, can become toxic with chronic overuse. In fact, fat-soluble vitamins are especially risky because they accumulate in the body over time. Vitamin A toxicity can lead to liver damage, bone pain, and neurological symptoms. Excess vitamin E has been linked to an increased risk of hemorrhagic stroke. Overdosing on selenium can cause gastrointestinal distress, hair loss, nail changes, and in severe cases, heart problems. People often take multiple supplements without realizing that many contain overlapping ingredients, leading to accidental megadoses. For example, someone taking a multivitamin, a bone support formula, and a beauty supplement may end up getting triple the recommended daily intake of certain minerals or fat-soluble vitamins. There's also the issue of time. Acute toxicity, where a person gets sick after a single large dose, is relatively rare. What's far more common is chronic, cumulative toxicity. The body is exposed to more than it can process day after day, and damage builds up silently. The liver and kidneys, which filter and process most of these compounds, become overwhelmed. Most people don't get routine lab work to monitor liver enzymes or kidney function unless they are already ill. That means toxicity can progress unnoticed until symptoms emerge, and by then, the damage may be difficult or impossible to reverse. Another underappreciated risk of high-dose supplementation is its impact on the heart. Some herbal products and adaptogens, such as euhimbine, bitter orange, synephrine, and even licorice root, can raise blood pressure or increase heart rate. In concentrated doses, they stimulate the cardiovascular system in ways that can trigger palpitations, arrhythmias, or hypertensive crises, particularly in individuals with pre-existing conditions or those taking blood pressure medication. While turmeric and green tea are not usually classified as stimulants, green tea extract can have cardiovascular effects in high doses due to catechin-induced changes in nitric oxide signaling and oxidative stress. Long-term use may subtly affect vascular tone or exacerbate cardiovascular conditions in sensitive individuals. If you're using supplements, especially those with high levels of bioactive compounds, there are several important steps to take to protect your health. First, resist the urge to exceed the recommended dose on the label. More is not always better, and in many cases, it's actively harmful. Second, be aware of your total intake across multiple products. Check if your daily stack contains overlapping ingredients. Third, do not assume that natural equals safe or that food-based compounds are harmless in extract form. The leap from traditional culinary use to concentrated pill form changes everything about how the body processes a substance. Fourth, if you're taking any medications or have chronic health conditions, especially liver, kidney, or heart issues, speak to a medical professional before introducing any new supplement. Finally, consider periodic lab tests if you take supplements regularly, especially those known to affect the liver, heart, or kidneys. In the end, supplements can be powerful tools for health, but their power cuts both ways. The difference between medicine and poison is often the dose. Even the most celebrated, natural, evidence-backed ingredients can turn dangerous when we exceed what the body can safely handle. Being informed, cautious, and skeptical is not restrictive, it's protective. Because once damage is done, the label saying natural won't make it any easier to heal.